Welcome to the ExhibitVic report. Today is Wednesday, March 26th, and we are going to see what ExhibitVic did the weekend. There were not too many openings, but we went to one opening on Thursday night, and we went to visit an artist's studio, and we went to few other events. On Monday we went to the Ministry of Casual Living. So here is what we visit or saw the weekend and Monday. Jordan Storm is the artist who came to the Slide Room Gallery to give a talk. He's the curator of the Surrey Gallery. It was a very interesting talk. He talked about his career as a curator. The next show that we saw was at it's called Intercommunications, a series of black and white hand drawings by Tessa Helwet Larsen. Tessa creates her detailed black and white hand drawings along with her bright graphics paintings to express her love and concern for Vancouver Island's bioregion. She believes in an equality between all forms of life. Another show where we saw was at the Community Arts Council. It's the Remixing Imagination. It's a group show at the Community Arts Council's galleries on the Cedar Hill Center and goes until April 2nd. A very interesting experiment that we went to was that the new gallery of the Ministry of Casual Living. The show was Participate, and they call it an experiment of space and time. One another thing that we did was visit the studio of the artist Godfrey Stevens. Godfrey Stevens works in many mediums: sculpture, painting, assemblage. He has a huge sculpture that he made for the Times Colonist building inside, so if you have time, go and check it out. In this coming section of the ExhibitVic report, you will see artists talking about what's coming for them, what they are working on, if they have a show or if they saw something interesting that they want to talk about. So let's take a look.
Hi, my name is John Dowdle. I have a couple art shows up around town, around Victoria right now. One of them is at Cenote Restaurant. It's called Purple and After That. And that's kind of like a tag team show with Liam Hannah Lloyd. And that goes until April 1st. So a couple more weeks for that show, or I guess one more week for that show. And then I also have some art up at Solstice Cafe as well. And that goes until April 15th. So feel free to go check it out. Just trying to think what I can say about the art. The art at Solstice was larger pieces that I've done more recently. A few of the pieces are pieces that I've dragged around town a few miles and picked up found materials and incorporated them into the pieces. The ones at Cenote are almost like more straight ahead paintings rather than assemblages is what I usually do, but they're more straight ahead paintings based on different things. And the color purple, there's a lot of purple in those ones.
So I'm working on 2 commissions now for 2 different families. I have a show coming up, one of those pop-up shows at Leslie Ellis's at Random House on April 12th and 13th. And it's all new paintings by myself, and then there's some sculpture by Godfrey Stevens. There's some woodwork by John Vander Sheldon, and there's some assemblages by Leslie. I have a one-person show at Gallery at Maddox Farm in all of August, and there'll be an opening, but we haven't quite got the date. It'll be around the second weekend in August, and I'm going to put about 8 paintings in Full Circle studio in Commercial Drive area in Vancouver in September and October. So I've got lots of work I'm doing. I'm a full-time artist now, so I paint as much as I can. And for fall, I'm not sure. Like after October, I'm not sure what's coming. I'll just be painting away, and I won't do another solo show till probably May. Thank you.
Are you planning any exhibitions soon, or working on something?
Nothing definite right now, no. But I'm always working away. I do sculptures and painting, but my paintings sort of look like sculptures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's great to experiment and see what works and what doesn't.
Now in this section of the ExhibitVic report, we are going to tell you what's coming, the weekend and openings or events. So this Friday, March 28, at Deluxe Contemporary Art, Mexican videographer artist comes to open a show, and the show is called Ley Fuga, and the artist is Edgardo Aragon. The opening is at 7 p.m. at Deluxe Contemporary Art on Yates Street. And the other show is at the Slide Room Gallery. The show is called Invisible. It's by Claire Thomas, and it's her independent studio program graduation exhibition. And the gallery opens at 7 p.m. but the talk is at 8 p.m. This is the Slide Room Gallery on Quadro Street, inside of the Vancouver Island School of Art. On Saturday, March the 29th, the Coast Collective Art Center, the show called Bloom 6, a group show. It's a floral show. It's the 5th annual floral show. Opens at 2 p.m. This is the Coast Collective Art Center. And at the Massey Gallery, inside of the Art Gallery of Greater Victoria, the show for Anthony Thorne, Alchemist, curated by Robert Amos, opens at 2 p.m. And at the West End Gallery at 2 p.m. the show by Michael Roosevelt opens. This is the West End Gallery at 2 p.m. And at night time, another opening will be at Martin Bachelor Gallery. That's Wendy Scoggs opens her show at 7 p.m. During the day, there's another event. It's Birgit Piscor opened her studio Saturday the 29th and Sunday March the 30th. So from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. both days, Saturday and Sunday, and she's having a sale and open a studio. So this is Birgit Piscor at her studios at 570 Niagara Street. And on Monday, March the 31st, James Nesbitt is having an opening at the Fairfield Gonzalez Community Association at 6:30 p.m. And the association is on 1330 Fairfield Road. It's at 6:30 p.m. the Fairfield Gonzalez Community Association. And on Wednesday, April the 2nd, at the Mocha House Cafe on 4th Street, Karen Burks opens her show. And the show goes for the full month of April. So it's not an opening, but opens that day. And this is the Mocha House on 4th Street, and it's on 1769 4th Street. And that's all that we have for this week. And remember, if you want updates of what is happening day by day or by the moment, or as soon as we know, we will put the updates. Go and check our Facebook page, ExhibitVic, or like us on Twitter, or visit our website www.exhibitvic.ca and go under openings, is where our calendar is. Or also you can check artsvictoria.ca and go under visual arts, and that's the calendar for all the visual arts. So thank you much for watching this week, and see you next week.